up, Aiden?
How you doing, Ben? I'm good.
Good, buddy. I'm good.
Good.
Like I said, just saw your message.
Okay.
We'll chat a little bit at the end. We'll figure out time.
Do
Could you go ahead?
Do you want me to do this still? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Come, Sandy. Okay. Let's get you started. All right, guys. Day 2. First week. Day 2. All right, guys. Summer folks. Hips loosened up, hips warmed up. Get a little pump. So we're gonna do 15 hip ups, driving the hips up in the air, squeezing the glutes at the top. 15 of these, please. Make sure you're trying to squeeze your glutes throughout the entire movement. Once you get 15, you're gonna stand your back. And we're gonna do some hip up with reaches. What's up, Mel?
Morning.
So hip up for the reaches. That means we're gonna drive up into hip up position, and then we're gonna reach over top of our shoulder, our head, back down, and then drive up opposite side. So we're gonna do 6 of those. Hips go up, diagonal, overhead reach, diagonal, overhead reach, 6. Each side. And then once you guys are done with that, I'm going to get you to flip over onto your belly. Okay, gang, so after you're done with your hip up reaches, we're using W to T. So we're gonna go down to belly. I like to get into my forehead on the ground, chin tucked. You can do this where you're looking, up, that's fine. So W position, palms are facing the floor, elbows pinch to the torso, thumbs pinch to the shoulders, tight squeeze to the upper back. Then we're gonna go into a T position, thumbs up, and then back to a W position. So we're gonna do 6. W, palms down to a T position, thumbs up. When you guys are done with that, we'll do some stand up. Try the sword pull. Try that like try that. Oh, find it. Okay, so after you're done with those W's and T's, make it just stand up, please. We're gonna do some knee hugs to a ground touch. So if you have to hold on to something, that's totally fine. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna reach down and grab a hold of my knee, and I'm gonna straighten up. So I'm not thinking about lifting my leg. I'm thinking about standing up, and that's what lifts my leg. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 6 on each side, and we're gonna put in a toe touch to a knee grab, back to a toe touch. I got like 12 hours of sleep last night. That's about as much balance as I probably will ever have in my entire life. So if you're wobbling around, lean against something, use something to support yourself. But make sure that when the knee goes up, the knee's going up because you're standing up tall, not because you're actively trying to drive the knee up. So we're gonna do 6. And if balance is a really big issue, then just do 6 on each side. And then do your 6 ground touches. After you guys do 6 on each side, we're gonna do 6 lateral squats. So legs wide. I like to turn my toes out a little bit. I have some particular hip structure that just makes it a little more comfortable for me. If you want to punch your toes straight ahead, that's totally fine. But we're just gonna do 6 lateral squats. Biggest thing that I want you focusing on for the lateral squat is we're hip hinging, we're pushing our butt back. I'm a little too much. So we push our butt back. And then the other thing is that the leg that I go onto, that shin is as much vertical as possible. So just rock side to side. 6 of those. I'm giving some self-love. So gang, after you get your 6 done, I want to put 3 minutes on the clock. We're gonna do our self-love. So first moving from the self-love, you guys can do this in any order you want. It'll be toe touch. We start with the toe touch because generally speaking, that's where people need the most amount of work. However, if you have a really good toe touch, meaning you can reach down and touch your toes no problem, then you don't necessarily have to start with toe touch. Maybe you want to start with something else. Maybe your squat needs a lot of work, so you start with the squat first. But after your toe touches, you're getting 4 roughly 4 good toe touches. We're gonna go into the deep squat. And we're getting most important thing for the deep squat is I want head and chest up. It'd be great if we get our heels down on the floor, but I don't want your heels on the floor in this position. So I want head and chest up. You can hold on to something for counterbalance. I like to just kind of rock side to side. Like 4 to 6 squats, or about 30 seconds in that bottom position. After we get our squats done, we're gonna go into arms overhead. You have a walker at home. Or a hurdle. Or a chair, a couch, or anything like that. You try this one. We're just going up and down. Just basic on our back. Hands up. Up or arms overhead. Then we're gonna flip over quadrant knee. We're gonna do our quadrant head final knees. You guys are doing those quadruped spinal weights. Big base support with the hands, fingers spread. And as much as possible, we're trying to move through our upper back, through our thoracic spine. Extension, flexion. We're gonna get a lot of motion through our lower back anyway. As much as possible, trying to get that to your upper back. Now 4 to 6. Look at our wrist low. So hands down. Palms flat, fingers away. Bring it closer or bring it farther. To change the difficulty, about 8. And then we're gonna go palms up. Fingertip towards them. Again, the order doesn't really matter. And again, bring them closer to you or further away to adjust the difficulty. About 8. Then we're gonna go palms down. Fingertips towards us. Again, fingers spread. Again, anytime that our hands are in contact with the ground, we want our fingers spread. So that we have a good base of support. Yeah. So, for today, you will need, for the first exercise, a 10, 15, or 20-pound dumbbell. 10-pound is totally fine. I know some of you guys might want to go a little heavier. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to grab a 10-pound plate or a dumbbell, 15, whatever. You're going to hold that straight on. Okay, now we're also going to use the same weight for our second exercise in this. Okay, so here's what it looks like. This is 8 pounds. I'm going to just hold the weight out in front of me. Now, it's very important when you do this, you don't lean backwards. Okay, I want your weight on the balls of your feet. You should feel your core kick in when you do this. If you do, you're going to walk. I'm going to add some spice when driving a car. Closer, easier. Further, harder. We're going to go 30 seconds. Out. Make sure you're not leaning back. Lay the balls on your feet. If you feel in your core, walk around. 3, 2, 1, go. Shorter. Shorter the arms, easier it's going to be. Longer, farther. If you're feeling it in your core, you can walk around if you want. You just hold it too. You drive, a little rotation in. 10 seconds. Should feel in your core. Rest. All right, gang, we're using that same weight. We're going to take a knee. Okay. This is my down leg. Call this the open hip. And it's the open hip because I can rotate through that hip without smashing my leg. Okay. On the back leg, that's called an active toe. That's called a passive toe. If you're in a passive toe, you're going to be a lot more unstable. You have a harder time keeping your balance. If you're in an active toe, we're gonna engage that hamstring. That's gonna help stabilize the pelvis a little bit more. That's gonna give you a little bit more stability. So I'd like for you to be in an active toe. Grab my weight. I'm gonna keep my eyes straight ahead. I'm gonna rotate down to my hip. Then I'm gonna bring it up to my chest. I'm gonna look over my shoulder and I'm gonna press. Now, here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you to be able to press the weight and keep your elbows straight. So the more I rotate, the harder it's going to be for me to keep my elbows straight. So you're only rotating enough to be able to press with straight arms. Okay. We're going to do 2 sets. Just give me 5 of those for your first set. And then we're going to go back to our, what the hell do we call this? Straight arm iso hold. So just 5.
5 one side and 5 the other side.
You got it. 5 one side, 5 the other side. Eyes straight ahead. Active foot. Trying to straighten the elbows at the top of the position. 5 each. Then we're going to go back to that straight arm hold. We're going to go 30 seconds for that one. Good. Everybody's doing good. Make sure you guys are going towards the down hip, which looks like that's what everybody's doing. All right, so once you get those 5, you can stand up. We're gonna go back to our straight arm hold. Put a walk in. If you feel it in the core, put a walk in. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Holding that weight out. Walking around, trying to have the balls of the weight on the balls of your feet. Trying to lean backwards. Five seconds. Rest. And give me another 5. Give me another 5 here. Half kneeling. Lift to press. Five of those, and then let me get you guys to stand up. So 5, and then stand up. Okay, gang. So next movement is big jumps. Now, normally when we do our jumps, we're just working on landing soft. So I don't care how high you get off the ground. Okay? We're jumping to be able to teach you guys and have you guys improve your ability to decelerate your body. Right? So just think of it like a car. You have this car that goes really, really fast, and it goes really, really fast, really, really quickly, but it takes 5 miles to slow down. Well, that's no good, okay? So the idea is that really we want you to be really, really strong at decelerating your body, braking, right? So if you feel like trying this, these are big jumps. I still want you focusing on trying to land as soft as possible, but now I want you to actually try and put some height. I feel like I was really high off the ground. I'll have to look at this video later. I was probably like that far off the ground. I want you now to actually put some height into it, but still land some. We're going to superset that with slams. So pillow, a resilient child will work also. That's terrible. Medicine ball works great for this. Pillow, medicine ball. So all you're gonna do, Slam it on the ground. As hard as you can. Pick it up. Slam, pick it up. We're gonna do 3 sets. So we're gonna do 5 jumps. And if the jumps, you're like, I'm not sure if one of the jumps, then just go up on your toes. Okay, 5 jumps, 8 slams, 3 sets. 3, 2, 1, go. Maybe nice 90 seconds just to make sure everybody's on the same page. So still want soft land with those big jumps. Then you're gonna grab that medicine ball, the pillow, and you're gonna slam it on the ground as hard as you possibly can. You can also use the towel. It's different, but you can towel for this. So after you get slammed, you're gonna go back to your jumps. You're gonna do 3 sets. Then we're gonna take a little breather. So we're looking for 3 sets. I'm gonna give you guys another 30 seconds to get those 3 done. Not a big deal, don't get them done. Who would have thought? Slamming a pillow into the ground and jumping, heart rate up. 15 seconds. Five seconds, gang. Rest. 2 minutes. Grab some water. 2 minutes. Juice up. So for the exercise, I'll go over the exercise. You guys have a break. So first movement is going to be goblet squats. You can do that holding goblet style. You can do that holding bow tie style. I haven't come up with this one yet. This is how Jay likes to hold it, which I like. The J hold. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna squat. So however you want to hold it, we're just gonna squat. Okay, if that's easy, or let's say you don't have a weight that's heavy enough to make it hard enough, and your knees feel good, then we're gonna go to heel elevated goblet squat. And then just squat. Okay, so either one, totally fine. That's the first movement. Second movement, upright row to overhead press. Lightweight for this. So we're gonna do upright row. For your upright row, I want you focusing on your delts. Some of you might do this. That's fine. Some of you might go a little higher. That's fine. Some of you might go all the way up. That's fine too. Okay. At the end of the day, I want you focusing on the delts, and I want you working through the largest range of motion that you feel comfortable working through that doesn't cause shoulder pain. After you do your upright rows, we're going to go right into overhead press. Okay. Then we're going to go down on the ground, and you're going to either do a half kneeling overhead press. So this is a choice, which is what we did last phase, or single arm, full body hollow, big core exercise. If you're going to do this, I really want to see you guys do your full body hollow in an out position versus tuck knee. And if that's challenging, just more ground. Last one, ISO YTW9. The order of this doesn't necessarily matter. You can do this in any order you want, okay? You can do T, W, I, Y, doesn't matter. So on our bellies. Y position, hold for 10 seconds. Thumbs up. T position, hold for 10 seconds. W position, hold for 10 seconds. I position, hold for 10 seconds. That's our first set. So we're going to go 12 minutes. If you get 3 seconds on that's great. But today, with today being week 1, day 1, well, week 1, day 2, but the first day that we've done this workout, I just want you practicing the movements. I want you getting comfortable with the exercises, practice them. So the first movement is going to be your goblet squats with regular stance or heels elevated, 10 to 15 reps, 3, 2, 1, go. After your 10 to 15 heel elevated goblet squats or regular goblet squats, we're going to go into our upright rows. We're going to do 10. And then as soon as we get 10, we're immediately going to flip it up. And we're going to go into an overhead press. Fast for 20. Make sure you guys let me know if you have any pain during any of these exercises. Squats are most likely going to be knee pain. This upright row will be most likely, if you're having pain, it's going to be pain in the shoulders. You can press any position you want, whatever feels more comfortable. After your overhead presses, we're going to go down. We're either going to do a single arm full body hollow press. We're going to do a half kneeling overhead press, a little bit heavier weight, or floor press. Your choice. If you do the full body hollow press, even though I do want you to have long legs, it's fine. If you do short legs, I want your lower back pressed to the ground. It's the most important thing. We're doing that full body hollow. I should not be able to get my hand between the ground and your lumbar spine. And then after your full body hollow press, we're going to flip over onto our belly. And we're going to do our prone squat. That second hold, squeeze in the shoulder blade down and back. T comes up, 10-second hold, squeeze in the shoulder blade down and back. W, 10-second hold, squeeze in the shoulder blades down and back. And then an I, over top of the head, thumbs up, biceps close to ears. For those of you in-house that you have a hurdle, for that I want your hands in the uprights of the hurdle. Ten-second hold each, and then you're going to go back to your goblet squats. Resets, 12 minutes, rest if needed. When we're doing the goblet squats, as much as possible, focus on the muscles working. So if you're doing a goblet squat, that's going to mostly be glutes and quads. If you're doing your heel elevated squat, that's going to be a lot more quads. Whatever muscles you feel working, I want you to focus on actively contracting those muscles. After your squat, you're going to go to your upright row. I did a post the other day. Basically just kind of saying the body and the muscles don't understand load. So when you're pressing that weight above your head and you're pressing 10 pounds above your head, the brain, the muscles, the body, it doesn't know that it's pressing 10 pounds. It just knows how much force, how much tension it has to create in order to move that lever. So anytime that you can consciously, it's called the mind to muscle connection. Anytime that you can consciously, actively increase the mind to muscle connection, it means that we don't have to use as much weight, which means that our joints feel a little bit healthier. That's always a good thing. Happy, healthy joints are happy, healthy people. 5 minutes down. You guys are all going on a pretty good clip, much faster than the 7 a.m. crew. Don't tell anybody that I said that. So I think what will probably happen is we're going to do 10 minutes. Because we are already 5.5 minutes down. My in-house crew is almost at the end of their second set. So we're gonna go 10 minutes, gang. 10 minutes or 3 sets. Whoever comes first. We're doing those iso hold, gang. If 10 seconds is easy, you could grab lightweight, so you're like a half pound, 1 pound. Some soup cans will work well too, grab home, some rocks. You don't need a lot of weight. But the most important thing is trying to actively squeeze those shoulder blades down and back. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for those shoulders to stay tight as we're going through those different movements. We got 3 minutes. I want everybody to get 3 sets done. So if the time runs up and you're close to getting your 3rd set done, just get your 3rd set done. If you get your 3rd set done before time is up, great job. If you wanted to, you could do another set. Also take a little breather. Week 1, we don't need you guys working that hard. Technically, week 1 would be a deload week. It would be a week where we just kind of take a little breather, let the body repair itself. You're learning all brand new exercises today. Again, we got 2 minutes. Minutes, gang. Almost done. That's what we're at. 90 seconds. One minute, gang. 1 minute. You get those 3 sets done, that's fantastic. Take a little breather. That's 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Looks like everybody is done. Cool. 2 minutes. 2 minutes rest. While you guys are taking that rest, we're going to the next series of movements. So, bunch of different ways that we can do this first exercise. We can do it with one dumbbell or a kettlebell, or we can do it with 2 dumbbells. Okay, so either 1, 2. This is a squat, not a lunge. So that means that your feet are going to stay out in that out position. If you're doing with 2 dumbbells, we're gonna the leg is gonna split the dumbbells. Okay, we're doing 1 dumbbell inside of the leg. You can also do this with kettlebell. Okay, so that's your first exercise. You're gonna do all one side first, then the other side. Second exercise is hard. So there are 3 different movements that we can do for this. Actually, I guess 4. The first one would be knees on the ground, push-ups. When you guys do push-ups, your hand position is very important. So the farther my elbows get away from my torso, the more unstable my shoulder is. So if I really want an unstable shoulder, from a pressing standpoint, I press in this position. The closer my elbows get to my shoulder, the closer my elbows get to my torso, the more stable the shoulder is. The way that I think about it is I imagine that somebody's coming to hug me that I hate. And the last thing that I want is that person close to me. And so I'm going to push them away. That's how I think about when I do my push-ups, okay? So first movement would be push-ups on your knees. Second movement would just be regular push-ups. Third movement, pike push-ups. If regular push-ups are easy, you would do pike push-ups. However, you got to be really careful with pike push-ups because they do put a lot of pressure on the shoulder because you're going to get into that kind of up top position. So it looks like this. You're going to go like in a downward dog, then touch the forehead to the ground. Notice where my elbows are. They're not like this. They're like this. Okay. The last one, if for whatever reason that one wasn't hard enough, then you can do a dive bomber push-up, or sometimes referred to as a Hindu push-up. I don't know why, but start in the same position as your downward dog. Except what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive my chest to the floor, look up. And then I drive back, pike. Last movement is shoulder elevated knees. I'll have some boxes. So on a box, on a couch, chair, whatever. You're going to position the bottom of your shoulder blades against that box, chair, bench, whatever. Do a hip up. If this is easy, single leg. Or wait. Okay. So what we're going to do, 6 minutes. As many rounds as we can do in 6 minutes. We got 12 to 15 lateral squats. All one side first, then the other side. 5 push-ups, hard. And then we got 15 to 25 shoulder elevated hip ups. 3, 2, 1, go. Sure. So we got 12 to 15 lateral squats. Remember, guys, squat, so I want your foot to stay out in that position. The difference between a lunge and a squat is a squat means feet stay planted for the entire movement. A lunge would be I take my feet apart from each other in some position, forward, and then I come back to center. So squat, feet stay the same, goblet squat, split squat. For the push-ups, the single most important thing that I want you guys focusing on is elbows close to body. They don't have to rub against your torso, but you definitely want the elbows closer to your torso than further from your torso. So, yeah, what do you feel alternative? We're gonna actually elevate you. And that should allow you to push yourself. For the shoulder elevated hip, let's be 15 to 25. The edge of the box, or whatever it is that you're using, couch, chair, whatever. The edge should be at the bottom of your shoulder blades. And then we're just going up and down in your hip up. Yeah. But easy go single leg. After you get your, and if you don't have something to elevate your back on, or if it just feels pretty uncomfortable, then just do regular single leg. Or foot elevated single leg. Halfway done, gang. A little more than that. After your hip ups, you're going back to your lateral squats. Don't finisher today. We're gonna do the finisher for the most part as it's written in the program. Alexa, keep that foot out and just go down and up. Don't move the leg. Just hold, yeah. All right. So here's what I want you. So just like the more the elbows come away, more unstable. The higher the shoulder is, more unstable. So from this position, I want you to think shoulders down. And you're gonna think about tucking the elbows, only going about halfway, But really. Yeah, in this motion, the most important thing is to focus the shoulders down. I'm not sure if you're going too low, maybe just bend the elbows about 90 degrees. But really focus on shoulders down. And tight work. 5 to 10. See how it feels. 1 minute. How's it feel? You got shoulder elevated elbows. Okay, 30 seconds. And finish whatever it is that you are doing. That is time. We're gonna do a little finisher. I'll give you guys 2 minutes rest. So the finisher, as it's written, is apple pickers and jogging. We're gonna change it a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 4 core exercises, and we're gonna do 4 lower body exercises. The core exercises can be whatever you want to do. I will show you what apple pickers are. You can do apple pickers, you can do a front plank, you can do a side plank, you can do penguins, you can do a full body hollow, reaching curls, whatever you want to do. Okay, the apple picker. Either both hands, both feet, or alternate. When you guys do this, what we want is you want these muscles contracting to pull your torso up off the ground. We don't want to use these muscles to throw our torso up the ground. So it's not this. It's a reach with a little pause at the top. So we're going to do a core exercise, and then we're going to stand up. And we're going to do lower body exercise. It's going to be jumping in place, jumping jacks. You do squats, jump squats, lunges, running around, high knees, whatever. Just got to pick a lower body exercise. We're going to go 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. 4 minutes. First one, we're going to start core apple pickers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So reaching the toes to the feet. Reaching the fingertips to the toes. That sounds much better than reaching the toes to the feet. Rest. All right, guys, we get you to stand up. Any lower body exercise that you want to do. As it's written, it's just jog. Go. Could do squats, could do jump squats, could run around. So I do a lower body exercise. Could do step ups like what Jay's doing. Good side shuffle. Skip. Rest. Okay, again, back to the core exercise. Apple pickers or a different movement. 2, 1, go. Five seconds, and we're gonna go back to that standing position. Rest. Then we're gonna need about 10 seconds rest between each movement. So back up, Pick a lower body exercise. Go. Rest, 2 minutes down, 2 minutes to go. You guys are halfway done. Back to your core. Go, it'll be 4 rounds. So this is your. 8 rounds total, 4 rounds each. 5 seconds. Rest. All right, getting back to your lower body. Go. We got 1 minute after this. 1 minute of work. And you're finished. 10 seconds. Rest. 1 minute, gang. 1 minute of work, and we're done. Technically, it's only 40 seconds, but 2, 1, go. Last core movement we have. Last core exercise. 10 more seconds. Then we're gonna go to your lower body stuff. 20 seconds lower body work. Rest. 10 seconds. Last lower body movement. You are done. You are finished. Go. 20 seconds. Five seconds. Time. That is time. Resty rest. Gang, you are done. Good job. Day 2. Day 1. Day 2, first workout in the books.
I'll talk to you in a few.
Yeah, I'll call you.
Okay,
I'm gonna call you in about like 5 minutes.
okay.
See you in a couple weeks.
Aiden, take it easy, buddy. Drive
Thanks.
safe. Have a safe. No, good job.
That was good, thanks.
You're welcome.
I needed that. I'll see you Friday. That was perfect.
Okay.
My husband sent me the thing about 3, 2, 8, how you're supposed to do 3 cardio, 2 weight, and then walk 8,000 steps a day. I'm like, I do all that, but it's not
That's it.
working.
You're already ahead of that. You tell your husband.
I'm ahead, but it's not working. But anyway, see you later.
See ya.